Hi there, welcome to our channel, and a special thank you to Laura Lee for joining our channel. Today we're going to make a stew, just a simple chicken stew. No recipe, it's what's in the fridge, and you can do it too. Let's get started. Stews are a way for you to serve a lot of people for a little money. Doesn't matter what protein you use, it doesn't matter what vegetables you use, it doesn't matter what seasoning you use what you got. Stews are born basically out of necessity. Whatever's growing at that time of the year that you have on hand, that's what your stew's made out of. It's gonna taste good no matter what. As long as you got salt and pepper, it's gonna taste good. It'll taste even better if you add a little bit of this and a pinch of that, and a little of this and a little of that. But a basic stew recipe is whatever you make it. Today it's gonna be made out of chicken because that's what I thought out. Next time I make stew, I may make it out of rabbit. I may make it out of venison. I may make it out of beef. I may make it out of pork. Every once in a while, I'll sneak a little piece of lamb in there, but Randy always catches me, and he doesn't really care for lamb, but I do sneak it in there every now and then. It really doesn't matter. As long as the basics are there, you got a protein, you got your vegetables, and you got a little bit of seasoning, you have a perfect stew. So now we can get started. All right, we're gonna get a medium heat under my Dutch oven or a stock pot, any large vessel, cook pot, saucepan. As long as it's good and deep and it'll hold a lot, you're good to go. I'm gonna put a half a gallon of water in here. I'm going to put my chicken, and today I just have 3 leg quarters, and I'm going to put them in there whole just like they are because I'm going to take them and pick them anyway, so it really doesn't matter. They're going to fall apart. So we have 3 leg quarters. We're just going to put those in the pot, okay, and we're going to get that nice and salted. That is a half a gallon of water. I want a good bit of salt in there. We like pepper, so I generally put like in excess pepper. There we go, that looks good. And for that much water, I'm probably gonna put like 4 bay leaves. And that's basically it. I'm gonna put the lid on it, and I'm gonna let that simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour and get that chicken good and done so it'll come right off the bone. And then I'll be back. Okay, I've let mine set for about an hour now. And we're just gonna take it out and set it on this platter to cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and take those bay leaves out too. Yeah, there's one of the bay leaves. It was stuck on the chicken, so that worked out good. There's another one. Whoops, I had it. There it goes. I'll find the other one later. Now we're ready to cut veggies. These are the veggies that I have. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what you have. You have cabbage, you have parsnips, you have butternut squash, you have regular squash, you have zucchini. It does not matter. Just find you 3 or 4 veggies in your fridge and you can make an awesome stew. Here's what I have tonight. I have some leftover mushrooms in the can that I didn't use. I'm going to just dump that in there. I have some of my I have a half of a magic pumpkin, you know, because they're pretty good size, so half is plenty. I got 4 red potatoes. I got a little bit of frozen red bell peppers. I got a half a cup of peas. I got an onion, and today I'm using a red onion, but generally, actually, most of the time I use like a really nice white sweet onion, but this is going to be really good, so there it is. And did I say carrots? I got some carrots. Y'all saw my pot? It's nice and greasy. If you want, you can strain that and just use the chicken broth. But that fat adds so much more flavor. I really rarely ever take it out. And I'm not taking it out today. Now let's get this onion cut. Okay, this is a stew. So Chunky Monkey is the way to go. I'm just going to cut that onion 4 times. And this is a pretty good size onion. And then I'm going to cut it 3 across. Make these nice, good, healthy sized pieces of onion. And in the pot they're going to go. Now it's time for the carrots. I'm going to do the same thing. Nice chunks. These were some skinny carrots, y'all. I'm going to drop those in there. These are already cut in little pieces because they were frozen. So in the pot they go. Mushrooms are already cut, juice and all. In it goes. There we go. These are already, my magic pumpkin is already cut. So in it goes. And we're going to cut these 4 potatoes. Same thing. Chunky Monkey. Just like that. Big chunks. There we go. Okay, and y'all notice these are red potatoes, so I didn't take the skin off. That's lots more flavor. No reason to take that off. The only thing I did do was cut like the bad spots off. In we go. Okay, I'm going to give that just a little stir. And I did turn my eye down while I was getting ready for this. So I started out on medium. And then I went to low. Now I'm going to go back up to like a between medium and low. And we're going to bring that back up to a good simmer. Put the lid on it. Let it simmer 30, 40 minutes till those veggies get soft. Okay, now I'm sure you noticed I didn't put my peas in there. The reason for that is peas take like 5 minutes and they're done. If you put them in now, they'll just get squishy and fall apart, and yeah, just don't do that. Just wait till the very end, right before you get ready to serve, then drop your peas in there, then they're good. With my chicken and veggie stew, we are gonna have some homemade croutons. I know I have videos out there. All right, we're shooting for a medium heat here. All right, we're gonna slide that pan over, and we're gonna have croutons, just homemade on the stovetop croutons. I know I have a video. Randy can link it somewhere, or you can just watch me do it again. But we do this all the time because it's way cheaper than crackers and tastes a whole lot better. All right, we're gonna start with some olive oil. And that's probably gonna be a couple of tablespoons. And we're gonna shoot for a half a stick of butter. Hear it sizzle, that's what you're looking for. All right, now we're just gonna let that melt down quickly, hopefully. All right, here we go. I have bread. This is just 1 hoagie roll, 2 hot dog buns, and 1 hamburger bun. And I just made little bitty squares out of all of it. See, it looks all the same when you cut it up. It doesn't, you can't even tell them apart. But just whatever kind of stale bread you have, the staler the better. That's all you need. Okay, now we're going to add a little salt. I'm just going to do 1 round down through there. Just to mimic a cracker, sort of. Okay? And we're just going to move those around and around. And I actually dropped my Spurtle. So we're going to have to do it like this. But all you're going to do is just keep moving this around. And if you see that you don't have enough oil and butter in the bottom, you can always add more. This was quite a few croutons. Randy loves croutons. You know, we'll have some for today and some for tomorrow, unless he decides that he wants to eat them for a snack later, because he'll just sit and eat them like crackers. I have to kind of watch him. And if you don't eat them all at one time, you can put them in a airtight container, one of those little flip lid things, or inside of a mason jar, and they'll keep 3-4 days just sitting on your counter. And don't y'all love this pan right here? I love this pan. It's called a fish cooker. And you can use it, you know, outside on, you know, on your big burner. You fry fish or fry chicken. Gives you lots of room. And since I was making so many croutons today, I decided this might be the best bet. And I got a clean stove, so that goes right back in the pan. Not that one. Alright. I may need just a little more olive oil because I'm starting to get dry. See, that's dry. We're just going to just do like that. Just a little bit. Little goes a long way. And then we're just going to keep moving them around so that none of them burn. And they all get brown, and they're still, even after they brown, or they don't all have to be exactly brown, but they'll be like soft on the inside and crunchy on the outside. There just isn't anything better in a soup or a stew than a homemade crouton. Okay, and you know, croutons are a lot like the stew. You know, you can make them anything you want. You can make them Italian style by putting Italian seasoning on them. You can make them savory with garlic. You can put Mediterranean spices on there. I mean, you can do anything you want to do to a crouton. You can even, like those ranch packets. I mean, I don't use them. We don't really eat ranch, but my grandkids love it. You can take a pack of that ranch and sprinkle it all over your croutons, and they'll have that ranchy flavor. Yeah, they like that. Okay, these are as done as I want them now. And I'm going to turn this eye off because they're still going to keep cooking in that cast iron. So I'm still going to keep flipping. Make sure I don't scorch or burn any till that pan cools off some. Okay, now we're just going to start picking chicken. I didn't intend for that to rhyme, but it did. All right, we're going to take that skin off. It's still hot. I may have to wait a minute. Nah, we'll be all right. Yeah. And we're just going to take that chicken right off that bone. You know, if you want it in really tiny pieces, that's fine, but we just, however it falls off, that's how we get it. Leave that. Oh, look, there's some good meat right there. I'm going to keep that. Keep that. Little hot still. I don't throw the fat away either. I throw it all in the pot. The only thing I don't put in there is the skin and the bones. And if it was up to me, I'd put the skin, but Randy doesn't like it. He says it's slimy and he won't eat it, so I have to pick it. Randy's telling me to speak, but I'm working, so I'm not speaking. Anyway, like I said, we're just gonna pick this chicken, get it ready for the, put right back in that pot. Off comes the lid, in goes the chicken. That a good stir. Oops. And as soon as my veggies are done, my soup is done. There we go. 20-30 minutes. Right, it's been about 40 more minutes. My veggies are nice and tender. So it's time to turn this from soup to stew. And we're going to do that by putting in a slurry. Okay, we're going to get us some of this good broth. Just broth. We're going to pour it in this bowl. And we're going to take some cornstarch. We're going to put about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch for that big a pot. And secret weapon, some kitchen bouquet. We're just going to put like a teaspoon of the chicken bouquet. Or chicken bouquet. Kitchen bouquet. We're going to give that a really good stir. Get that cornstarch all incorporated in there so we don't have lumps. Once that's all incorporated and nice and smooth, you're just going to pour it right back in to your pot. Give that a good stir. Let that cornstarch start working. Let that kitchen bouquet darken it up and give it that really pretty stew color. Now we're going to add our peas that we held off till the very end. Give that a good stir. Put Put the lid back on. Give it about 10 more minutes. And we're ready to eat. Okay, time to get this plated up. It's not quite as thick as I'd like, but I'm hungry and it's gonna work.
Add me a little peppercorn on there. We're good to go.
Yep. See,
Y'all
all
have
that
a good
pepper.
night.
All that pepper, he still wants more pepper.
Well, I just like the peppercorn.
I know.
Yeah. Y'all have a good one. Bye. We'll see you in the next video.
Well, that was my line, so bye.